SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame, YouTube.com/@ nothing left to do but win. We are back. I wanted to make a return. Of course, I make a return on a day like today. So without further ado, no music, no nothing. I got a bunch of clips, and I want Rashida to react to these clips that I got. Let's see. What's up, Rashida? How you doing?
I'm lovely. Happy Father's Day to you, my guy.
Oh, I
I
appreciate it.
forgot to
Thank
say
you.
that to you. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, I
I
appreciate it.
appreciate the father that you are. You, AK, Shaka, I appreciate y'all. I really do.
Hey, and we appreciate the love, you know what I'm saying? And it's always good to be recognized, you know what I'm saying? So thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. All right. So shit. How was your weekend?
You know what? It was eventful. It was eventful. I really enjoyed the weekend. I paid for it today. I was literally in bed all day, but
Hey.
it was a good weekend. I had a good weekend today.
All right. So for those who don't know, shout out to the viewership. First of all, shout out to the viewership. So not just give me a little more about this weekend and I'm just sharing right now. Give me a second.
Okay, so cool. We had the barbecue at Sleep's place, and man, oh man, the time was had. We had the water guns out. We had AK on the grill. Who else was on the grill? AK was on the grill. Stephanie was
Rado.
on the grill. Bruh, Rado
Talk
and
about
that
it.
salmon. What? That salmon? Did you taste it? First of all, it was
Okay, talk
four
about it.
different flavors of salmon.
Okay.
Let's start there. I
Yeah.
don't remember what they all were, but I know one had honey and
Mm.
like some kind of brown sugar glaze. Man, listen, that was special. That was special. I mean,
Yeah.
they all were good. And you know what I loved about it? He know that you're supposed to cook it with the skin on. So when you
Yeah.
cook it with the skin on and that skin get a little man, listen,
Yeah.
it
Yo.
was what it was supposed to be.
Shout out to Rado on that salmon, yo. That shit was immaculate, yo.
It
So right
was.
here is just a slight visual of some stuff we had going on. You know, I just wanted to give the people a visual. We had lots of chicken, lots of food, lots of burgers, lots of ribs, pardon them. Shout out to everyone who bought who pulled up, yo. This shit was beautiful.
We even had out of towners coming. We
Hey.
had out of towners coming. Shout out to Precious for the way she marinated those ribs. Oh my goodness. You don't eat pork, but my guy, man,
Yeah.
listen. That was special too. They were special. I don't think I didn't have anything that I didn't like. The only thing, you know what pissed me off about yesterday?
Uh-oh,
Um,
talk about it.
y'all get on my nerves.
Oh,
Everybody in
shit.
the entire back chat, y'all get on my nerves. Cause here
Oh,
I am, out of the kindness of my heart, I bought a whole box of Pop Tarts for y'all to try.
oh
And
my God.
everybody was being funky about it. Nobody wanted to try my unfrosted Pop Tart. I think Rado did. Um, but ain't nobody want to eat my unfrosted Pop Tart. So you know what? It's fine. It is what it is. I'm gonna
Nah,
remember that.
I'm gonna keep it real. You gave me one. It was horrible. It was terrible. It was dry as hell. And I caught the corner piece. It was terrible. It was dry.
Listen, if you don't like that, then the corner piece is the worst piece to have.
But
Listen,
yeah, this
it
shit was lit.
oh
Here's a visual.
is this look, that's me getting jumped in a corner.
Uh-oh. Getting sprayed up too.
They jumped. Wait, that wasn't even the worst one. I don't even know how it happened, but I had on glasses and somebody shot me in the eye up under my glasses. Like y'all are trash for that. Look at me taking my glasses off and trying to get myself together. They are trash for that. It wasn't you. Look at that.
hmm
That was so rude. Oh, look at the couple. I'm here for it. I'm
Periodic.
here for it.
Oh, I'm gonna play some of the audio. Hold up. What's up? What's the word? What's the word? Watch you pointing that thing. I go get you. All I'm saying. Shout out the big sleep. You heard?
Right. He opened up
Shout
his
out to
place
Big
for us.
C.
He opened up his place for us, and we appreciate that. It was a beautiful setting. We on the grill right by the pool. We had the cool community room to go in there and chill out in. It was beautiful, and we appreciate him very very much for that.
Yeah. Hopefully he jumps in here so he could kind of speak to how it went.
Specific person better not shoot over this way.
Yeah.
And
If you
you
want us
know
to put them
what?
away, we should put them away.
What?
You
What's
know
up?
what? Shout out to all of y'all that made sure I was
Mm.
good, because I wasn't. I was trying real hard to be, because I had some plans that I was trying to accomplish. Didn't quite work out that way. Didn't quite work out. But yeah, shout out to y'all.
You know, we
AK,
gotta look
Mike
out for our
Morgan,
people.
you, Precious.
we gotta look out for our people. Now, when I seen you, I was like, it's no way I would feel comfortable with letting you go anywhere. I was like, you're not gonna make it down the block. You're not. There was no
I
way.
did it. I did it.
I did it.
I was trying so hard though. I was trying to get to my appointment, and it just was like, no, you need to sit down somewhere.
Yeah, look at Jersey. Jersey said, give it up, Sheeta, in the comments. You heard?
I was trying so hard, to the point where, because Precious I don't know why she treat me like that. She be treating me like she my mother, and she gonna whoop my behind. She be hollering at me too. She fussed at me, took my keys, and would not give me access to them at all.
All right. So now let's talk about that for a second. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lamar. He on point again. Talk about it. So yeah, you have friends that care about you enough to confiscate your keys. I don't know how you got them back, right? But just the notion of friends confiscating your keys just to ensure that you don't go anywhere. Of course, you know that comes from a sincere place. That's the type of
Mhm.
brotherhood that I like. You know what I'm
And
saying? I really like that.
I love that about this is we actually have like a whole community here. Like the other day, my son graduated from middle school, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know how to tie this tie. Like I know how to do it a little bit, but not really. I jumped in the chat like, can somebody show me how to tie this tie? Everybody got on the call, and we got it together. And now my son knows how to tie his tie.
Shout out to young Shaka. You heard?
Shaka, Mike Morgan, and Big Sleep was all on the call trying to get us together. So I appreciate that. I really
Now,
do.
now, just to piggyback off what you're saying, to me, that's so heavy because you got Google right there, you know, you got YouTube right there. But instead, mentally, subconsciously, you think to come and engage with us. So to me, it's like I know the average person wouldn't point that out, but to me, that will always mean more. And I always say this, but it'll always mean more than any likes, views, or subscriptions. The
Mhm.
fact that we have that type of energy and camaraderie amongst each other. So, shout out to the back.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's weird. Like it never even dawned on me to use Google or YouTube or none of that. I'm just like, let me ask them. And we got it together. We did.
Hey, that's what it's about. But yeah, I'm gonna play some more of this footage. Pardon them. Hey, shout out to Steph. I'm gonna play some audio. Maybe we get some audio right here. What's up? Hey.
Hey.
Let me
I
go.
don't want no problem. I'm not gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna do you like that. It's lit. We outside. This is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning of the summer. We finna click up some more time. We lit.
I love Stephanie.
And you did your
He
thing on the
is
grill.
so
You did
much
that chicken?
fun.
I did that chicken.
Chicken was on point.
And she
Stephanie is
did
so
that
much fun.
chicken. Oh, she did that chicken though.
Listen.
She did it.
I didn't have anything that anybody that made something did what they were supposed to do. I didn't taste the baked beans because I don't like them, but listen, let me tell you something. Everything that I tasted off that, bruh, I had a venison burger. A venison burger.
It's different. It's different.
He mixed that up and seasoned it in his own kitchen and did all of that with it.
Oh, smashy.
Yeah, AK did that. Listen,
Shout out to my nigga AK.
he was on the meat man. You'll never ever get me to say that
I
again, sir.
can't. I ain't calling him that, but yeah, you heard. Shout out to the man.
Oh man. Listen, AK is a real one for so many different reasons. He really is.
I'm on point.
But yeah, it was a good vibe, yo. It was a real good time out here. We had a time, yo. Straight up.
Listen, a time was definitely had. It was. I can't wait to the next one.
Hey, speaking of that, do we have any idea when the next John gonna be at all?
Ashley said she was doing something at her house next month.
Okay.
So she said she doesn't have a date yet, but she's looking at next month and everybody could come through. So once she gets a date, I guess we can start figuring out who, what, when, where, and why and all that. But yeah. And you know what? I made a pound cake. I ain't get a crumb of that cake.
Oh
Like
wow,
not a
really?
crumb. I
So what
came
that
back.
mean?
From what I'm told, the cake was good. Everybody had some. What was it, Stephanie? And I cannot remember that girl's name to save my life. She was like, "You made that cake?" I was like, "Yeah." Was everything okay with it? Was cool? She was like, "Yeah, that cake was delicious." I was like, "Oh, thank you," but I ain't get none of it. That's me and Stephanie.
Yeah, shout out
Man,
to y'all.
listen, I was on. Oh my
Oh yeah,
god,
hold
that
up. Yeah,
time
yeah,
was
hold up. Look at
had.
your eyes. Look
The
at your eyes.
time
Look
was
at your eyes.
had.
Yeah, I can see it in your
Me and
eyes on this
Stephanie.
one. Yeah, shout out Steph.
It's a picture out there somewhere of me and AK. Who got all the soap and stuff?
No, that was me. This is from my Facebook feed.
You can't. I
I
can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Uh, we got a bunch of soaps. That shea butter and brown sugar is what it need to be.
Hold up. You still can't hear me? Oh no, you can't hear me?
Nope.
All right, I'm going out and I'm gonna come back in.
I
All
got
right.
you. You going out and you coming back in. Got you. Got you. Let me see. Who do we got? 4 people watching. Go ahead and drop something in the comments if you watching. Next event. I'm coming up. I'm sick of this. Listen, we would love to have you. It's always a good time when we link up. You might as well. Can you hear in the stream? Yeah, something is wrong with his audio, so he's hopping out and then gonna come back in so we can actually hear what he's saying.
Hold up, can you hear me or nah?
No, we can't hear you.
Oh.
I don't know. We might have to end it and come back later.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what's going on
See
either.
something?
That shit popped, yo. I don't know what's up.
Nope. I don't know.
Yeah, close it out. Close it out. It's okay.
I cannot read lips, so I have no idea what you're saying. If you, I can understand sign language though. Wait a minute. Okay, we got you. Yeah, we know we trying to get it together. Whatever happened, just happened. We gonna fix it.
Boys with behavioral problems and
No, Mike is the MVP. Let me tell you something. Michael Jackson Morgan is the MVP. Who else? What else we got? So when you thinking about coming up? Because like I said, we having something next month at Ashley's place. And I think I'm going to have something for my birthday. I'm not quite sure. But you know, the back chat is invited. Where's my shirt, lady? The meat man. You know where your shirt is? Right over there. I left it home. I never even brought it out the house. I thought I did. And I was so proud of myself because I remembered every single thing else except your shirt. So I love you, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
love
what's
you, but
going
I'm
on.
sorry.
Can't hear me
Nope.
still?
We
Nothing?
still can't
All
hear
right.
you.
All right, I'm out. I'm out.
She said it. She called me the meat man, and I'll probably never ever say it again. So there's that. I hope you enjoyed it, because I'll never say it again. But I still love you, though. I still love you. You made sure that I got out of my car when I ain't had no business being in there. So I love you. I appreciate you. Always and forever. Did you enjoy your Father's Day, though? That's what I want to know.
Chill. Chill, chill, chill.
Nope. Absolutely. You already know what it is. Now,
Uh,
can we be honest, though, AK? Can we talk about it? Because I know, I know for a fact that you might have shed a thug tear yesterday when you got your Father's Day gifts. Can we be honest and talk about that? Why do y'all be so afraid to admit that y'all cry? Like what is it with that? Men are allowed to have emotions. They are allowed to emote. It's okay for you to cry. There's nothing wrong with it. Why y'all can't just be like, you know what? I cried a little bit. We won't think any less of you. Not at all. I'm sorry you've been at work all day, especially after the evening that you had. You probably had it a little rougher than everybody else. Man, listen. To say the least, you were the best babysitter of all time. Do, do, do. Oh, wow. AK, can you hear me? Well, I'm pretty sure you can because you are responding. I'm not afraid to admit when I cry. I just didn't cry yesterday. My guy. My guy. Cut it out. Cut it out. Okay, cool. Chaotic will be back in a second. I'm mad I had to be. You know what? You did have to be the dad, and you had to be the dad to two irresponsible children. And we definitely appreciate you. You are a real one for that. And like I was just saying to Chaotic, I personally appreciate the man that you are and the father that you are because you're a rare type of guy. You actually you actually love your children, you love your family, and I've never not ever seen you not do whatever it is you had to do to take care of your family. So I definitely appreciate you for who you are. Um, Grown man that yeah, that's what he had to be yesterday. That's what he had to be yesterday. You know what? I'm not I'm not even gonna speak on that. It is what it is, but you know your people. You know your is what it is. You know what's important that in spite of all the fuckery, we had a good time anyway. The food was great. The vibe was just second to none. You know, we everybody had a good time. It was a really good time, and I really can't wait for us all to link up again. Again, shout out to Precious and her little big head, and her little big head. Shout out to him too. But everybody definitely made sure that we were good. Um, Absolutely, come on, jump on in. But like I said, shout out to everybody. We had a great time. Next time, maybe we'll get in the pool. Well, I'm probably not because I don't go past 4 feet, and that pool got a little deep, so that ain't my scene. But yeah, we definitely had a good time. So I have a question. I have a question for everybody. If you're watching, go ahead and type it in the comments. Have you ever had a drunken night where you know you had a good time even though you can't quite remember all of it? Has that ever been you? Cause last night was that might have been me. I definitely had more to drink than I should have had. But, you know, shout out to everybody that made sure I was safe, that I didn't um,
Yeah, I don't know
crash
if
my
you can hear
car
me.
into anything except for the curb. Um, I can't hear you.
All right, now, if I could, my bad, yo. Computer gonna be lagging a little bit. So, Rashida, the rest of the stream can hear me, but you can't me. Use your text. All right. Pardon me, y'all. Damn, I had a whole lot of shit lined up for y'all too, and I done lost all my tabs. My bad. Let me regain composure. I'm gonna pull you back up. So, can you hear me, Rashida, or
I
not?
still
So,
can't hear you.
damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. So, all right. So, according to the rest of stream can hear me. All right, stream can try jump out. Confirm. I can. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I just told her to jump out, jump back in. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, damn, I had a whole bunch of shit lined up for y'all too. Pardon me, that was a super rookie mistake, yo. Next time, what I'll do is I'll definitely check the stream before I do that. So hold on, I'm gonna move this to a new window.
I can
Pull it.
hear you now.
You can hear me now. All right, so yeah,
Yes,
my
sir.
bad. So next time, I just gotta check stream or whatever else. So damn, we had a flow, but it's all good. We right back at it.
It's fine.
I'm gonna pull up some of those tabs that I had before. I didn't reset my whole computer and what have you. So yeah, I had like 20. I had like 20 tabs. So I got some of them here though. So I'm gonna start pulling up a couple clips. But yeah, you were just talking about being at the kickback, whatever. So I'll let you proceed there.
Yeah, I asked had anybody had a drunken night where they know they had fun, even though they can't quite remember the whole thing. Jersey said, "Hell yeah, been me quite a few times."
Yeah, we all had those moments. All right, I want to get into some of these clips, but I want to try to get into the right one. Let me see. All right, so this is like a little hip hop couple that I see on Instagram, and
Oh
let me make sure
Lord,
the volume is good. This is pretty. I think that this is pretty dope, though. I feel like this is something that we might all be able to relate to. I'm pulling it up right now. Boom, there we go. Let me know if you can hear this.
We got it off day.
I know, bruh, it's been a long ass week.
Been a while since we took a day to just relax.
Facts. Today we should just kick back.
You needed anything out of the kitchen?
Nah, I'm good. I'ma watch the game while we chillin'.
I might as well knock out these dishes.
Damn, you been gone a little minute.
I'm almost finished.
Might as well throw out all the trash right quick.
Damn, that was the last bag.
Don't trip. This bag got a hole in it. Now I got a sweep.
I'm cleaning out the fridge trying to see what we gonna keep.
We doing it again.
What?
The most.
You know the way I am once I get into a flow.
I don't want to spend the whole day on this though.
Think I want to spend my whole day on this? No.
You know what? This is more like it.
I'm about to turn on some music and let the vibes hit.
Yeah, this my no. I just spilled drink all on the floor.
We trying to relax. The universe saying no. What you want to do?
What you want to do?
I'ma just mop.
I'ma wash this.
I'ma meal prep.
I'ma toss this.
I'ma make a list.
Organize this.
We getting carried away. It's dark outside.
Damn, when it got so late.
Great. Finally, we got it.
All right, so if I could, the reason why I wanted to pull that up is not only is it relatable, this is a couple that does this type of hip hop on a bunch of different levels about like relatable things between between couples. So this is Fair Play Life on Instagram. I think y'all people should check them out. I just felt like that was kind of dope or whatever. I'm gonna try to find another one of these that I had pulled up if I could.
So can I ask you a question?
Absolutely,
Now,
bring it out.
when it comes to hip hop, like I'm not really into this new wave of it. Like it ain't for me, especially the women. Like it when I say they aggravate my entire being, they really really do, because I feel like they promote what I call horror culture. Like it's not a whole lot of substance to what they're saying. And I know that this is entertainment and all that, but it's trash to me. Like, and I just can't stand it. Um, and I feel like whatever your arc is and whatever you put out, you have to be responsible in what you're saying and what
Yes.
messages that you're actually putting out. And I was saying this to somebody, and they were like, well, no, when it comes to Sexy Red and Cardi B, like it's not their responsibility to um, watch what they're saying because they don't make their music for little girls to listen to. But I'm like, cool, I get that. But you also know that when you put out certain messages, you can't always control who hears it. So I think that you should be more responsible with what you're putting out. How do you feel about that?
If I could, I remember one time distinctly feeling this way about Rick Ross, and I have no idea why, but I echoed the same sentiment of if your voice is so powerful, right? And it's got so much influence, why are you using it to go that way when we're supposed to be going this way?
Right,
Respectfully, without getting into details and all that. Why are you
right.
directing us that way? You know what I'm saying? Why are you glorifying this and pointing us in this direction when you're talented enough to sell records and still lead us in the right direction? You know who else did some hip hop shit that proved my point that I just said? Little Baby, when all that Black Loud, Little Baby makes a lot of like, just club banger kind of.
Yeah.
It's like fast food music, in my opinion, respectfully.
That
But
is the most accurate description.
yeah, nah, for real, it's just fast food. It's consumed quickly. There's no message.
Mhm.
It's not timeless. It bops for the summer. It does
Yep.
what it does, and then whatever. But he has a Black Lives Matter song for when everything was going on with George Floyd, and it showed that he is talented as fuck enough to rap and still give us a positive message. It showed it, but instead, he telling
You're
us to go
choosing not to.
that way. Yeah, exactly. And I never understood it
I
unless there's certain caveats in your contract that say, in order to keep getting this money, we need you to this many times here. It could get wicked.
I, I 100% believe that. I really do. And it aggravates because like with Fat Joe, he came out in an interview like a couple years ago and said like 95% of what he was saying in his lyrics was a lie. Like that's not even a life he was actually living. So
Yeah,
why are you pushing that on other people's children? Why are you pushing
crazy.
that on people who are actually listening to you,
Mm,
feeling that
mm.
like that's the way to live? Like it just aggravates me to no end. It really does. That's why
Um,
most of the music I listen to is old, like 95% of it.
Yeah, shit. And me as a producer, I just listen to my own shit. I just make beats. I just be listening to beats all day. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing these niggas got to say anyway. It's half the time it's toxic. There are a couple
That
rappers out there like La Russell who, when he raps, he touched my soul when he rap because he speaks on real issues that
real
we
stuff.
really go through. Real issues, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I rocks with La Russell and any other artists out there that's talking about what's really going on
Hmm.
in a way that's not so wicked, I guess. But speaking of wicked, I would like to direct your attention to the screen here, and let's read this. So, Mini F Baby has been going viral, and if I'm not mistaken, this is somebody who is close to. Hold up, hold on. I just got a text message. Oh, thank you. All right, so this is somebody who might be close to Plainfield. I'm not sure. I don't know. So I don't want to butcher that. But let's read. All right. So let's read this together. The
Hmm.
birthday gift I could have got was finally being able to go public about you. I know you was my husband best friend, but you're the best thing that happened to me. Baby, I love you so much. You're the true definition of a man. You provide for me like a man should. Rashida, any initial thoughts?
I have a lot of thoughts on that. A, if that is your husband, why couldn't y'all be public? B, I wonder what her definition of provision is,
Mm.
because provision is so much more than financial, and a lot of women don't understand that, because you can find a man that can provide you a bag but can't provide you peace and have you up at night because he ain't shit, and you never know where he at and what he doing. um,
Now, I think you missed one critical part of this. I'm sure you did, actually. So I'm gonna zoom in.
oh, I can see that now. That I can see it now.
I know you was my husband's best friend.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I totally heard that wrong. Cause that's not. Wait a minute. What you mean by that?
Uh-oh.
What you mean by
I'll let you know, because look, I'm gonna just scroll
that?
down.
Is raggedy.
Hold up. Check this out. This how we feel about y'all. It's us against the world. What one man could no longer do, his best friend stepped up and did. My ex-husband should take note. My man got long money.
Oh, she disrespectful as hell. Yeah,
He
she
got
disrespectful as hell.
long money. How you feel
But
about
you know what? I completely believe that, because when I separated from my husband, people were approaching me in ways that they shouldn't, people that were close to him. So I completely believe that. That's why I say you got to watch who's in your circle. You got to watch who you telling your business,
Mm.
because you never know who's waiting for the opportunity to take what you got. Now that is trifling. That is trifling.
Oh man, yeah, that was kind of wild, yo. When I saw this, I was like, "What the heck is going on around here?"
Like, even if I were the type to date my ex's best friend,
Uh huh.
I
Tread carefully here. Uh
would
huh.
be so embarrassed to
Yeah.
say that out loud. Like, you said that to the whole internet. Yeah, I'm dating my ex-husband's best friend. Like, you don't think that's weird? Like, you don't think that's odd at all?
Oh, it's very strange, very odd, and there's a part of me that just makes me think this is just to, go viral. But she did land a Tasha K interview, if I'm not mistaken, which will be coming out
Mm.
soon. And she's been making waves on the internet recently, so maybe this is a part of like a act, whatever. It's working. You know what I'm saying? I hope that ain't real. I hope it's all fun and games. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
And that's one of the things I think about when I read stuff like that. When I
Yeah.
see like these outrageous posts, like, is it real, or are you just saying that to go viral? Are you trying to build your platform, because a lot of these content creators get paid for the engagement? So that's always a second thought for me. Like, is that
Yeah.
real? Like, are you that? I, I
All
don't
right,
know.
look. We gonna move on, but when we get like a couple more people up here, we'll go like deeper into that. So hold on, let me pull up the next thing. Bow. All right. I don't remember what this one is.
Let's
So
figure it out together.
okay, let's do it. Here we go.
Co-founders split up all the time. CEO, CMO, COO split up all the time. You know one pair that typically never splits up? The CEO and his secretary.
Yes.
He will ride with that woman.
Yes.
If he go to Apple, if he go to Amazon, if he go to now, is she anywhere on the depth chart of the company close to him? No.
No.
But there is and also in a lot of companies, like, you're not getting a meeting on his calendar if
Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Come on. There's a message here.
I get where he going though. I get where he going.
you're not good with Shirley. Shirley know his kids' insulin medications. Shirley know they soccer practice. Shirley know him better than his wife. Now, I think if women who are seeking men of caliber, if they took on the persona of secretary as opposed to co-founder, co-boss, things would work out. Because the other thing with Shirley is she knows she's the secretary.
Yeah.
She's not trying to be his equal. Sometimes she might even be able to talk to him in a way that the CMO can't talk to him.
Yeah.
But she knows that like she makes the same as the janitor.
Yeah.
But he gonna take care.
So they take care of their secretary.
She gonna be taking. It don't matter. She make $40,000 a year. She's gonna have everything she wants.
Yeah.
He might the house she's living in might be a house he bought. Now again, I think that unfortunately because of a lot of how things have played out in our community, a lot of our women are unwilling to or incapable of surrendering. Co-founder.
All right. So you still there?
Yeah,
What you think of that one?
I heard everything he said. And what I took from that is Shirley is his support system. We often hear men say that they are the head, but your head don't move without your neck. You got to have that support system. And that's pretty much what he's saying, that the secretary is not bucking up against him, but she's working to support him in achieving a goal. And I think that's a lot of what's missing. A lot of people want to be here. I want to do the same thing he's doing. I want to have the same say that he has, and because it makes me feel important. But you know what I also know? That if the person I'm in a relationship with, if he's going a certain direction, if I know that I am standing behind him, pushing him and guiding him so he avoiding things he ain't supposed to hit, that I am just as important as he is. I don't have to be standing right. Everybody ain't got to know my name. That's fine. But as long as we are achieving the goal, that's what's important. And I think a lot of people miss that.
Hey, I like that. Damn, that was well worded. Holy shit. That was well worded right there. Now if I could, I kind of agree with what he was saying. It made sense and metaphorically. I never heard it like that. I might need to let my brain sit on that thought a little bit, like let it sit for a bit before I can speak more to it. But that was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting metaphor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
But you know what? You know what? Because what I have seen, my parents have been married for 43 years. And what my mother always did was support my father. Even when she felt like he might not be 100% correct, she supported him and helped him. Even when he made mistakes, they worked together to fix it. Because that's the only way a relationship works. You have to support the head. Like, you have to. You ever seen newborn babies, right? They first come out, the neck is all, you know what I'm saying? But when that neck get real strong, it makes sure that head move the way it's supposed to go. So, and I think a lot of what's missing is, I'll just say it, a lot of women, they want to be taken care of, but they don't want to be supported the way a man needs to be supported.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But that's just my opinion.
And you are
ain't got to
entitled.
listen to me.
But nah, you you're entitled to your opinion and you're entitled to express it to the world. That's why we here. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till we make some clips out of this one. I got another clip which is more of like more coach based. You know what I'm saying? Not relationship based. We usually don't get into like coaching, but I felt like this clip right here was some high frequency shit. So I'm gonna play it. So let me see where we at. Boom. All right. Check this out. This was very interesting.
Tim Tebow. He got a neck on him.
Hold on. Let's play it.
Told me that blew my mind. So I just spoke Ignite conference. So it was me, Rich, and Tebow. And so, Tebow a cool dude. Like, he a real Christian. So he just out there, whatever. So he was like, E, what you gonna be talking about? I was like, for real? He was like, no, for real. What you about to talk about? Yeah. And I was like, yo, I'm about to talk about the playbook and how you got to follow the playbook. He was like, oh, okay, give me more. So I get, Ma, you studying. I'm studying football. I I don't play like that, but I'm studying this. I love football to life. He was like, oh, you know the playbook ain't about just the playbook, don't you? And I was like, what you mean by that? He was like, oh, no. When you're a great football player, the playbook is about the relationship you build with the coach. He said you don't have a relationship with the playbook, E.
Right.
The relationship was with the coach.
Yep.
The coach just happens to give you his thoughts on paper. He said, so you always knew who was gonna shine in the game or not, or who was gonna be dope because of the relationship they had with the coach. So people who didn't like the playbook, they also didn't have a relationship with the coach.
Yeah.
So they also didn't get play time.
The playbook wasn't designed for them.
He said, bro, the playbook is about you having an intimate relationship with the coach. It's the coach's thoughts in writing. He said, so the closer you are with the coach, the closer you are with the playbook.
Okay.
He said, so much so.
You had to switch his whole message, right?
Bro, right now. Bro, I didn't use the PowerPoint, bro. Let me just say that.
Scratch that.
Yeah.
This the thing that he said was so deep. He said, and it's so deep because if you don't know the coach and you only know the playbook, sometimes you'll run the plays that the coach wouldn't really want you to run in those circumstances. He said, see, when we're in practice, it ain't a real circumstance. So coach give you these plays. He said, but then once you get in the game, you got to be so close to coach that you know, yo, this ain't the play based on what the scheme they running. This ain't what coach really want me to run. Because I know coach's mind and coach's heart. So this is what he want me to run.
Right.
So I'm about to run this play right here because this is what coach really want. But coach ain't out here, so he can't run it. So me and coach are one. So when I get out here, I'm gonna run coach's play. So when he said, bruh, God don't care nothing about you reading the Bible. It has nothing to do with the Bible. The Bible is just what he wrote, but you got to establish a relationship with him. And then once you establish it with him, this is what he preached about. He said it's a difference between people who go to church and Christians. He said people go to church, I don't really know what they be on. They be like trying to get the word for what they can get from it. He said, bro, when you really love the coach, you trying to figure out what coach want, and you want to give coach what coach want.
So yeah, I want to bring out, yo, when I heard that, I was so heavy, yo. That was
said a lot. He said a lot.
that's one of them clips that kind of changed my thinking.
Yo, he said a lot with that.
Yeah.
That's one of those clips where you gotta go back and watch it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it.
You really gotta digest that one. That he said a lot.
All right, I'm gonna send this chat now. No, I just put it in nothing left to do but win. But yeah, what I liked about what he just said was I never considered the playbook just being the thoughts of the coach. I never considered the playbook being kind of like a catalyst to build a relationship with said coach. And now I don't play sports, you know what I'm saying? But I wish I had somebody up here that plays sports that we could have reviewed that with, you know what I'm saying, and see how they felt about it. Because even when he metaphorically transitioned it into like the biblical terms, he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like that part was even heavier too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about reading this. It's about, your connection with him through that, I guess. So yeah, I liked it. I thought it was high frequency. So I wanted
because if you don't have a connection, then nothing you're reading really makes too much sense. Like you don't care about it as much. So like, wow. I like that.
Yeah, that was heavy. And honestly, I'm gonna look into whoever that was speaking about Tim Tebow, and I'm gonna try to figure out some more. I'm gonna look up some more content on what this guy's talking about. I like how he presented it too. He was very good. He articulated himself well when he was telling the story. Let me see if I got another one.
I do have a question that I'm very interested in your take on.
All right, go ahead, bring it out.
So I was going to save this for our ladies' night, but since we got you here, we might as well.
All right.
Okay. Do you think that if, as a single woman, right, you have children and you and your ex break up, do you think that, and you've been together for quite some time and the ex has a relationship with your children, should that ex should they still be allowed to have a relationship with your children?
I'll put it to you like this. For one, it absolutely depends on how old those children are, bro. Because you know what I'm saying? after a certain age, teenager, you have your own phone, your own devices. It'll be very difficult to cut it off. And when you're older, you respect the relationship more, and real bonds happen in the teenage years. So even if you don't like it, it'll be hard to stop it. Now, if they like under the teenage years and shit, like you don't need to be coming around here. It's starting to get weird, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's starting to get weird. Why you still want to
what are
rock
you
with my
doing
little
here?
7-year-olds?
Why are
You
you
know what
here?
I'm saying? Why you try to come around my 8-year-olds, dog? Like, I don't know. That the X, damn, that's a slippery slope, yo. The X. Nah, you know what? You gotta close the door. You gotta close the door, yo. You know what I'm saying? If I had a situation, I would definitely request to close that door. It gotta be closed, yo. Because it's all about accessibility. Like me as a man, I'm a preventative kind of guy. I'm not reactive. I'm preventative. And then if I'm too late, I'm solution based. That's just Ira's way of thinking. So before it happens, we can shut all that weird potential stuff that could happen between you and your ex by just closing that door. Nah, you can't unless the kid is
Okay.
18 now, a kid 18 now. But nah, go ahead, talk about it.
So would you feel differently
All right.
if said ex had been in your child's life since they were maybe 1 or 2 and the child is now 13?
Nah, I've been through it before. I shut it the fuck down. I've been through a
Mm.
situation where someone was around my child around 3, 4, and it was all right because they was there, and you know your child starts to gain the memory and start to become.
Mhm.
But I severed that immediately because it'll be hard for me personally to move forward if I still got this from
If you
behind, still hitting my phone. Then you can sneak in a late text every now and then. Then I gotta drop the kid off a little flirty, and you looking all hot, and you got that thing on. I like. You know, you do that thing you used to do. You know what I'm saying? So nah, you gotta shut it down. You gotta close those doors, yo. And I feel like any man of value and of stature, and you know that's probably got some good shit going on in his life. He not gonna tolerate that. He not.
Mm.
I wouldn't, and I'm not even popping like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel valuable, and I wouldn't tolerate it personally.
And I asked that because I had this conversation with somebody and she's like, yeah, such and such is coming to pick up my son and he's going to take him to the barbershop and then they're going to go do whatever they were going to do. And I'm like, you don't find that odd? Like you don't have nobody else that can take your son to the barbershop? And I said that to her because I know that you actually do. So
Mm.
I feel like that's a little weird. Like you're leaving an opportunity for that man to slide back up in there. And if he's your ex for a reason.
For a
But
reason.
I just wanted to get your perspective on that.
Nah, but here's the thing. You got to realize now, I don't know if this is a gender specific thing or if it's more on one side or not, but some people like to keep doors open. You understand? Some people like to keep doors open, just cracked, just a little bit. Right? So you know, I had an ex that whew, built a relationship. Whew, built a relationship and to still linger, and every holiday happened to call my grandma and happened to be around during
Now see,
you know what
that's
I'm
weird.
saying? Yes, it is.
That's weird.
But
Because
that
at that point it's obvious you want to come back.
come on. If you
What are
want
you
to
doing?
come on.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So nah, I'm not you gotta shut them doors down. Like now I will say there was one point in my life where I used to like to keep the door open and I used to know I was gonna go through that door in about 6 months. It's just something that me and somebody used to do. It was just a thing. We was toxic, but we had this retarded physical connection. Why is it that the physical connection is always the best with
I
the
don't
knuckleheads?
know. I don't know. Man, listen.
Nah, for real, but like, nah, that thing was, whew.
You know what? I just thought of it. Maybe because there's nothing else there. So
Ah,
that thing gotta be right. Because there
okay,
is nothing else there.
yeah,
And both y'all know it.
yeah.
There's nothing else there.
Now that I think about it, yeah, that's exactly what it was with me and this person. There was no other connection that I could think of. We ain't even like the same music. You know what I'm saying? Like there was nothing we liked, honestly. The only thing we liked was
Each other.
nah, Fright Fest. You know what I'm saying? Let me
Oh,
stop.
okay.
I'm giving
Wait,
up
wait,
too
wait.
much. I'm giving up too much. I'm giving up.
That was I knew. See, that's the thing. I knew that early October it was gonna be a fright. You know what I'm saying? I was toxic I was a different kind of. I was different. I was drinking also, so I maybe should shut up.
And you know what? Knowing you now, I would never think that you were. Like you were
Oh,
a toxic nigga.
oh my God.
Now
Oh,
we've had some conversations and you said some things. I'm like, no, that absolutely not. That can't be you.
I mean, I'm
But
talking. I can't even say it.
them 20s. Them
Yeah,
20s.
them 20s. Now, I also was saying them 20s, I had some very bad habits now. You know what I'm saying? I had some
Okay.
very bad habits in my 20s. I was a totally different person. You know, I had a really good run at one point where I was out trapping, hustling, and you know what I'm saying? But then I had a run where I was like fucked up. And when I was fucked up, I was like using people around me. And I could be honest, it was very easy to use, the women around me when I was a certain age. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It was something where it's like, yo, I'm broke, I ain't got much. I could leverage my and I'll be all
Yep.
right. I had to use it as leverage.
Why is it that broke one, boy, that one right that would be different. Listen. I
Broke.
don't care that you broke, but if you come through and do what you need to do, we can work it out.
That's the thing. Niggas has broke got time, man.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
what it is, but that's a good one. We gotta bring some females up here and have them speak to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my God.
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, when I was broke, I used that. But that's the thing. Being that I knew I had to rely on that, it had to be.
It had to be phenomenal.
It had because I don't got nothing else. Because I don't got $1. In fact, I need $1, so this shit got to be good enough for me to actually ask for about $20 afterwards. Because I need to get a bag like that. I was on some scumbag shit. One day we gonna talk.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Nah, you remember your most ratchet days. You remember your most ratchet days. Come on.
And you know what? They might be now.
Yo, you funny as hell. Oh my God. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh
They
my
might be now. But you know what I will say? Because I had my daughter when I was 20. 6 months after my daughter was born, I turned 21. So like all of my 20s was spent changing diapers. Like I had my daughter when I was 20. I was married when I was 23, and then I had 3 more children after that. So all of my 20s, like I was taking care of little kids. So in this stage of my life, I'm having fun. Like I'm just enjoying myself. Like all that ratchetness that everybody was doing in their 20s, I might be doing it now.
Yo, you gotta live your life. But well, all right. So I have another thing to piggyback off what you just said. When I was young, my idea was to have a child when I was 20, so that by the time I was 38, he was going to be 18, going off into college, and I was going to be living my best life from 38 to 60. That was the original plan. 2 kids later, you know what I'm saying? I fucked my whole plan up, yo. That's all I'm gonna say. I got mad kids now. Like, nah, I got 7, 8, and 16. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I would have just now been coming up on my plan of my oldest going off, and I would have been living that life. But nah, it didn't work out that way. So
But
maybe
you know what?
yeah.
It's I feel like because I had my children when I was young. Like I said, my oldest is 17, and my youngest is 11. He'll be 12 this year. At this point, because I've done so much and I've spent so much time with them, they barely even need me. Like everybody in here cooks for themselves. All I gotta do is make sure there's food in the house. There are times when the kids will say, "Hey, mom, I'm about to make some breakfast. You want to eat? I'm about to make this for dinner. Don't worry about cooking." I just be like,
Beautiful.
"Cool, make my plate when you're done."
Beautiful. Gotta love it, yo. But nah,
It's
that's
a beautiful thing.
yeah, that's the good part. All you gotta do is keep it stocked up. You know what I'm saying? You're just a manager, you keep it up to par, and then they do their thing. I kind of love when my kids become more independent as well. And then there's a level of the independence where it started to get kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? But I
My daughter
appreciate
about to
it.
get her license. I'm just like, hey, hold up,
You know
slow
what?
down
Yeah.
a little bit.
I hope my son don't see this. He don't watch my shit anyway. I hope you fail your driving test.
Cause look, cause once you get that license, it's can I borrow the car?
He ain't driving my wagon. Nah, nah. Yeah. Nah, you know what? Damn, that's the thing. Like, I want my child to actually work for his car so he knows what it's like to lose something he worked for, because people treat things differently when they just
When
get
they
them,
work for
when
it,
they work for them. Oh, for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
And I feel that way too. Like there are very few things that I just give my children.
Mm.
I give them the essentials. But if you want to do extra things, what are you willing to do for it? Because as an adult, you got to work for everything you get. So
Everything.
it's better that you learn that lesson now. Y'all want to go out and have pizza night and movie night? Cool. What extra thing are you willing to do to get it? Because you already got to do chores. You know what I'm saying? You already got to do the essentials. What extra thing are you willing to do? You want to go out and have movie night and pizza night? Cool. Won't you go over there and clean out Grandma and Pop-Pop's garage? Won't you go over there and cut the grass? And won't you earn a little money or something? I'm not just going to be giving you all this money that I wiped all these butts for. Like, you know
Oh
what I
man, you
mean?
telling people what you do? Tell the people what you do if that's the case. What's up?
I'm a professional butt wiper.
Oh, come on.
I wipe old people's butts for a living. Yep. I work in the nursing homes. I'm a healthcare professional. And for the most part, I work in nursing homes and I take care of um, psych patients that cannot take care of themselves, which is very, very interesting. And let me just say this, if you have to put your family member in a nursing home, two things. Number one, check behind their doctors, because I've seen more addicts in nursing homes than on the street. I see
Mm.
a lot of patients hooked on opioids every 4 to 6 hours. They are waking up not because they're necessarily in pain, but because they know that it's been 6 hours and I can have it. So check behind these doctors. Don't allow them to just give them just in case meds, because a lot of times they're giving them stuff that they don't even need. And if they are giving them um, specific things, find out how long they actually need to take them, because I
Yes,
also
please.
see a lot of people, especially with our seniors, they just give it to them, and when it stops working, because they're so used to um, uh, a perk 5, that now they need a 10, not actually needing them. So check behind these doctors and make sure they're not giving them things that they don't need.
Yeah, if I could, I had someone that was close to me get hooked on them because back in the day they didn't have the knowledge, they didn't have the internet, and the doctor, I still remember the doctor's name to this day, was kept prescribing them to this person. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
this person, this back before they updated the systems, was going from pharmacy to pharmacy
Doctor to
with the same
doctor.
prescription, pharmacy to pharmacy
Mm-hmm.
to doctor, and then before you realize it, you're just out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for anyone who gets into an accident, if the pain isn't 1,000% intolerable, don't take the opioids. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
take those opioids.
Don't take the Percocets. Yo, do not take the Percocets because it starts with a perk 5. Like Rashida said, it goes to a perk 10. Then before you know it, you're on Rockets, and then 5 years later, you're putting a needle in your fucking arm. Mark my words. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know too many people who beat heroin. You know what I'm saying? I
And
don't know.
then you're killing your body in the process, because next thing you know, you need stuff because your liver and your kidneys are bad. So
Yeah. See?
listen, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to live their life, but I just know from what I've seen that if you are taking an opioid, make sure it is 100% necessary, and there is no way that you can tolerate whatever pain that you are having. Because man, I
Yeah.
tell you, that's one of the worst addictions I've ever seen.
Oh, and it happens quick. It happens quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think that when they prescribe them, they tell people take them for like 6 days. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
just yo, don't take them. You don't gotta get them, yo. You'll make it. I think. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little Tylenol 500 or a little Benadryl or
Something.
ibuprofen or something. If you could avoid taking the Percocet, show, avoid
Avoid
taking
it
them.
at all
You could
costs.
avoid taking Xanaxes, avoid taking them. If you could avoid anything that ain't a green leaf from the planet, just don't take it, yo. Yo, gotta do it. Ain't even nothing cool about doing drugs, yo. I'm gonna put it to you, like I'm gonna put that out there. There's nothing cool about doing drugs, yo. I don't know who told y'all niggas it was cool to do drugs. I don't know who told y'all it was cool to help your niggas get addicted, but not help your niggas heal. Shout out to La Russell. He said that.
That part.
He said, tell your man to chill. He aggressive off them pills. Help them get addicted, but can't help the nigga heal. Hate you niggas. Yeah, that's deep, yo. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas that's been popping them with you. A lot of niggas is not going to be here anymore after condoning in that lifestyle. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
Because now there's fentanyl. It's over for niggas. It's over, yo. It's over.
I was watching, you know that the internet show where they do they bring the female in and the guy be trying to determine if he would date that person, whatever it is.
Balloon popping shit.
It wasn't that one, but it was something similar.
Okay. Yeah.
The girl, they were conversing and the dude was just like, he was leaning, like he was tore up. And she was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you slurring like that? Why are you leaning like that? He was like, I'm high as hell. I take a lot of drugs. And I'm just like, when did that become the thing to do? Like, I remember when it used to be embarrassing. Like, that was something that you tried to hide from people.
Yeah. You
Now
was a
it's just
junkie
like,
back in the day.
like, now it's just like, yeah, I'm on it. This what I take. This what I do. Like, that used to be something that you were ashamed of. It's not that no more.
You know what? When I see niggas glorifying Percocets and shit, to me, in my head, I be laughing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what y'all niggas is really going through. And ain't nothing. And what's funny to me is that y'all glorifying it in public and you're sick when you're by yourself. You're cold. You're shivering. You need another one. You can't think. You're not hungry. You hate the light. You're losing weight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
You suffering.
You suffer. Thank you. You're just suffering. But glorifying it on the other side in public on the camera, but at night you're suffering, yo. Y'all gotta leave that shit alone. If you could avoid it, avoid it. Trust me, yo. It's nothing cool about taking these pills and drinking this syrup and whatever the fuck y'all doing. Stop it.
Alcohol too. I'll just say that.
Oh man.
Anywho.
Oh my God. Yeah, you got
Anywho.
All right. So this is one of the last things I wanted to bring up, being that we are talking about the youth. Something happened recently. So House passes bill to automatically register young men for the draft. This was
ages 18 to 26.
Yeah. So let's read to get a little more context here. Let me put us on the screen as well. So the House passed a large defense bill Friday evening that included a provision that would automatically enroll young men between age 18 and 25 for the Selective Service. The House version of hold up. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. The House version of the National Defense Authorization Act, the NDAA, which would authorize 800. Oh, God, this shit makes me sick, bro. The fuck you need
895 billion?
Come on, man. All right, and military spending, and I'm sure nobody hit a lick off this. I'm pretty sure it's all legit. Whatever. Passed by.
Of course it is. Of course
it was passed 217 to 199. It's unlikely to be picked up by a Democrat-controlled Senate because of numerous amendments. So, okay, so it made it through the House. It still has to go to Senate. I kind of forget how this works. The Selective Service provision, though, is part of enduring bipartisan effort to keep the framework for military conscription in place, even though the draft ended in 1975. So, this is the last thing I'll read about it. A little more details. Automatic registration would replace the coming of age tradition that all 18-year-old male U.S. citizens experience when they get a card in the mail from Uncle Sam, informing them that they're required under the threat of criminal penalties to register for the Selective Service. Supporters of the legislation framed it as a more efficient and cost-effective method. All right, by using the database will select you and register. Hold on, let me skim through this. All right, yeah. So all right. So I'm gonna let y'all know what this means. Artificial intelligence about to start picking you bad niggas up that got records and sending y'all niggas to the military. AI is about to screw y'all, and we're gonna have to look at the stats on the
Yeah, well,
ethnic ratio or the selection of what's happening here too.
that makes me fearful because I have sons, I have nephews, and just because and you know what I know about that? I know that they are going to be sending a lot more people that look like us than a lot more people that look like them.
Oh.
And that makes me fearful for my sons, for my nephews, because they are, if my nephew right now is in that age range, my sons will be in that age range. So that makes me a little uncomfortable. It does.
If I could, what makes me uncomfortable is that it passed 217 to 199. So like there's a majority of the people that are in these seats that are making decisions for people that look like me and you that are for this, that agree
That
with
don't look like me and you.
that don't, but get to make every decision about our subgroup. You know what I'm saying? This is why I ain't, man, listen. All right, look, we going that one is touchy too, because I feel some type of way about that. But I got one more. Being that we're speaking on the youth. Hold on, share screen. And I am a little tipsy now, so I gotta end this shit. So here we go. Imagine something embarrassing happened to you at school when you're in the 7th grade. Everyone laughed and it was awful and you were mortified. Then a few weeks passed and everyone found new things to laugh about and they moved on. You didn't forget how embarrassed you were, but you could move on too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine you did something embarrassing in 7th grade and everyone laughed at it and it was awful, but someone also caught it on Snapchat
Oh.
and turned it into a meme and a TikTok. And everyone in the school saw it and took a screenshot of it and spread it further, and you could not get away from it. And no one ever forgot it, and you couldn't either. And people were still resharing it months later. Just sit there and imagine it for a minute. Kids aren't ready for social media. It starts with us parents. Please share. Yeah. That was heavy.
You know what is, there are children that something like this has happened to, and they've committed suicide. There are children that have had embarrassing things happen to them and have had to move and change schools because of things like that. And I feel like as adults, we need to really, really be having conversations with our children about bullying, because that's what that is. That is cyberbullying. When you take something that happens, something that you wouldn't want shared with the world, and you share it to other people who are continuing to share it, that's a horrible thing. I've had embarrassing things. I think we've all had embarrassing things happen in middle school, but I've
Yeah.
had embarrassing things happen to me in middle school. And that was one of the reasons why I fought all the time. Because, well, for one, I had one of the worst last names you could ever have. And two, I had embarrassing things happen to me, and I wasn't one to just go in the bathroom and cry. I was one to swing. So I think we got to be very mindful about teaching our children what bullying actually is and the effects of bullying, because there are literally children that take their lives because of things like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. And it's when I read that, it just made me understand that we live in, when what you said was so heavy, by the way. And this just makes me understand we just live in different times, yo. And maybe there needs to be some sort of restrictions placed on cell phones in school. I don't know how to get away from this one. Slippery slope there. Uh I don't know if kids could like have their cell phones in their lockers until lunchtime, use it for an hour, put it back and go. I don't know if there's something that could be done there, but
So this is what they do at my kids' school.
yeah.
The older two, they restrict the internet.
Oh shit.
They restrict the internet. Like you have to have. We went to my son's graduation, and as soon as you walk through the door, your internet connection starts to dwindle, and the further you get into the building, the less service you have, and you have to have a student ID number and a password to even connect to the Wi-Fi, and they are monitoring what you're doing while on the Wi-Fi.
You know what, yo? That whoever thought about creating that security protocol or system or whatever, genius, pure genius. So now you're in the school. They set it up so
Mhm.
that it just destroys your connection.
The
But
further
there's
you walk into
Wi-Fi
the
here.
building,
Yeah,
the further you walk into the
yeah,
building, the less internet you have, except for what they allow you to have, and they are monitoring what
yeah.
you are doing.
Wow. All right, so it looks like they figured something out
Hmm.
on the internet aspect. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. That's cool.
But that's still not keeping them from recording things and sharing
Yeah,
it when they get out the door.
yeah. Niggas upload it later. Nigga run outside to the football field and upload you getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I feel like that's a start.
Yeah.
And then they have strict policies. Like if you are caught, if they find that anything is recorded and shared that they could consider bullying, you in a
Mm,
world of trouble. So
okay.
if like they are trying, and I understand what they are doing, and I do appreciate that, because I remember having embarrassing moments that you just had to let that shit die down. But this, like I said, these days you can have a split second embarrassing moment and it just lives on forever. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, and damn, yo, it's just different times. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Like you get memed up so bad, it's crazy. That's something to consider. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm like out of clips and I'm feeling nice and tipsy. We at the 1 hour 11 minute mark. This was successful. Nice
And
little
I
welcome.
got an appointment to go to, so
Oh, you do?
I do.
Hell, you
I
got
missed my
going?
appointment yesterday.
Yo, you funny, yo.
Working with AK and that Simply Pineapple. I
Yo,
missed
you know
my
what's crazy?
appointment
When I
yesterday.
first got to the party, I picked it up and they saved me. They was like, no. I was like, what's wrong with this? They said, it got vodka in it. I was like, oh, really?
And you know what? I said, "Ooh," I was like, "What you?" Because I thought it was lemonade at first, and everybody know I love
Yeah.
lemonade. So I was like, "Ooh, why that's under the chair? Give me that," because I don't drink a lot of soda. And AK was like, "I don't know about that. You know what? Go ahead and have a little bit." I'm like, "All right, cool." And man, oh man, what you saw? You saw
Yeah.
the results.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen one last
Oh man,
time. Great times. Yeah.
it was a good time. It definitely was. That wasn't yesterday.
That was yeah, man. Yeah.
Everybody in that picture, no, not you, but the two of y'all in that picture, I owe y'all one, because two of them lit me up yesterday. Yep.
Y'all soaked Jason up, yo. Y'all did Jason bad, yo. Y'all
I
fucked him
didn't
up.
do that. It
Why
wasn't
you
me.
do that? Why you get
I
Jason so
only,
drunk?
I
Why you
only
kept giving
shot him
Jason
up.
drinks?
I only shot him up because some way or somehow he got
Mm.
one of AK guns and he shot at me first.
Ah.
Now you know who I did do dirty?
Oh,
Rado.
oh,
I took a
man.
bottle of water and just put it down the back of his shirt.
Oh
When
my
he
god.
left, his shirt was still wet.
Oh my god, yo. You
And
crazy.
in retrospect, it was rude because he made that salmon and it was delicious. But it is what it is. It already happened. Can't take it back.
Yeah. Well, yo, it was great. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm about to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You drive safe to wherever you going and you put those nasty ass, dry ass Pop Tarts down and
They
cheated.
in
Them
my
shit's
car
horrible.
still.
Shit's horrible. You probably be chewing them shits up and spitting them out the freaking window, bro. Them shits is terrible,
I
yo.
just really like them. It's nothing wrong with that.
I bet you got a beverage with you when you consuming them shit. There's no way you eat them shits raw, yo. And nah, it's no
Not
way.
all the times. Not all the time.
cardboard is
I'm
correct.
not. I'm not arguing with you about this no more. We're done
I'm
here.
a-
I'm not doing it.
Or, yo, thanks for helping me rock out, and yo, thanks for saving us when I had that technical difficulty, and I'll catch you next time. All right.
Absolutely. You already know.
All right. Take care. Take care. All right, good people. Your boy Chaotic Flame signing off. Just wanted to come back and chop it up with the good people, man. Feels good to be back, and I am out of here. Signing off.